Happy Fragrant Friday, Fraghead. Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy, coming at you with... Correct! A mystery episode. I am having so much fun this week trying to figure out what it is Danielson sent me. So instead of TCG, this week is the Danielson invasion. Because YouTube reviewer Danielson, ! You can check out his channel in the description box, reviewed this channel. And in his review, he talked about many things about the channel that he liked, and I just really appreciate all that he said and that he actually did a review on this channel. That was so nice of him to do that. I was genuinely touched. Check out his channel. One of the things that I admire about him is his ability, his approachability, shall we say, because in each episode, if you click on any of his episodes, you will see a ton of comments and feedback and questions, and I really appreciate that about his channel. Speaking of comments, in the comments below, please let us know what your scent of the day is. Mine, of course, is the mystery frag, but I will say this week I have alternated Terre d'Hermès with Obsession for Men. So I've really enjoyed wearing both of those, and I am super amped to wear this fragrance today. As you can see here, I have not opened the package, and in theory, what it is a mystery fragrance. I open it, I will smell it, put it on my skin, I will try to talk about the notes, try to figure out what it is, and then in a separate envelope, he has included the name of that fragrance. And so what I will do at that point is I'll end the episode, and then in the bonus features of this episode, which is always the last 2 to 3 minutes or so of the episode, I will talk a little bit about what Fragrantica has said about it, etc., etc. I can't during it, obviously, because I don't know what it is. I am so excited. Each day that I got the mail and put it in my box, I saw this package just sitting there, and I kept thinking to myself, I wonder which fragrance he sent. Designer, niche, for men, unisex, women's perfume, I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to this. Before I dive in, let me quickly say, yet again, since last Friday, we have had an autumn pumpkin patch chock full of pumpkins worth of new subscribers. I dare you to say that 3 times in a row. We have. In fact, Danielson mentioned in one of his comments that he put something along the lines of, well on your way to 600 subscribers. Well, guess what, folks? Today is Friday, October 8th, and today, right here, you are witnessing it. You are witnessing 2 things that are world premieres. This is a big moment. It's a big moment. Should I put in some suspense or something? I'll put that in editing. It's a big moment, let's be honest. Today I hit 600 subscribers. So thank you very much for your support of this channel. If you are new to the channel, check out the channel trailer. And bottom line is I spray on myself the exact number that I give out of 5 of each individual fragrance review I do. So if I give it a 3 out of 5, I will put 3 sprays at the end of the episode because that will be my scent of the day. And of course, as always, I am unbiased and fiercely independent. We are a very small yet spirited channel here at TCG, and I always enjoy welcoming you to your weekend. Hope you're doing well. Please stay safe, positive, and healthy during these incredibly difficult times, which is the never-ending story that could only be COVID-19. So hope you're doing well, folks. So let's, without further ado, let's open this, shall we? In fact, should I do a slow-mo? I probably should. Big moment. Of course, the second thing, like I said, for the world premiere is that this is the world premiere of the mystery episode. So, I'm going to... Here we go. Okay, so it's even sealed, folks. See, so there's the seal. You can see and it says Cologne info. Love that. Love that. And I think it was either Georgia Bulldogs or Atlanta Falcons. I remember he wore a hat one time. I think it was the Atlanta Falcons. He can correct us. And I remember thinking he was from Georgia, but I see he's from South Carolina, which is a state that I actually have never been to. I need to get going there because there is a pretty big tennis tournament I want to check out there, and also my cousin lives in South Carolina. So you know what? I need to make a trek to South Carolina. So here he is, and look at this. I just love this. You know, if I don't know if Wes is watching this, but some of you guys that have sent me samples, Ramsey, you guys are incredible because you package things up so well. Like I just take everything, throw it in a box, and send it with tons of bubble wrap. I mean, look at this. Okay, look at that question mark. Da-na-na, da-na-na. All right, so this is the big moment. We don't know what it is. This is, of course, a question mark, and then, as I said, inside holds the key. The name of the cologne. So I'm going to spray it once, and we'll see what we're going to do. I'll spray it in the air first so you guys can see it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now, and then I'm going to spray it on my skin. You know, for a split second, when I sprayed it into the air, I almost thought it was an Amouage. I'm still getting an older Amouage feel to this. I'm clearly getting wood. I don't know if I want to say oud. It's almost like maybe birch. It's quite smoky. It's smoky and woody. Love the smell. I don't think I've done a review on this fragrance, but I know that I have smelled this fragrance before, or obviously one that smells just like it. Man, I'm really close to. I'm tempted to say that this is. It smells like an older Amouage. This is really, really nice. This is clearly on the unisex continuum, feminine, unisex, masculine. I would put this quite almost all the way masculine. One of two things will happen to this. This is either going to be a 1980s powerhouse or a recent niche fragrance that is trying to pay homage to the 80s powerhouses. I'm going to spray again. Yeah, and then for a split second, I also got a waft of Hanimori HIM, not HM, right? The one that has kind of a bubblegum sweet unisex, but the HIM fragrance that has a lot of kind of a syrupy and wood. This is an interesting fragrance because on the one hand it has a little tiny bit of sweetness to it, but I also feel like I want to say more of a dry wood and almost like a smoke campfire element, which is why I'm tempted to say that it is an Amouage. I don't think. I don't know. Let me eliminate a niche fragrance just because I don't know if anybody would be in this much of a giving mood for a $300 fragrance, right? No, I'm kidding. This is similar to a niche. So like I said, I think this is going to end up being like some sort of 80s powerhouse or a current niche paying homage to an 80s powerhouse. Man, I don't think it's the Hanimori. I feel like I feel like I want to say this is a classic. I feel like I want to say that this is an 80s powerhouse classic. almost in the line with more are coming to me now. More in the lines of like Aramis. But this is a classic. It's not dated. It's not old manish. It's not out of date. I would definitely wear this. I really like it. I can't speak obviously to longevity or anything like that, but so far as a first impressions video, I really like it. I guess if it were a niche, another possibility would be some of the Parfum de Marly ones smell kind of to me like these, recent attempts to go back in time and tap into the fountain of youth that is the 80s powerhouse. You see, it's all here at That Cologne Guy. Tempted to say, my honorable mention would be Him by Hani Mori. Don't think that it is that, though. I feel like it is sufficiently different than that. It's just the sweetness element really makes me think. I like this a lot. I have not tried a lot of Aramis fragrances, but this reminds me of something, again, along those lines. And I don't think this is a Chanel. Let me think about a Guerlain. This might be something along the. I had Gentleman. Yeah, let's see. What was it? Gentleman Only, the newer one that's gray, and it has birch in it, by the way. So I wonder if it might be. Or I'm sorry. That is Givenchy. Excuse me. That is Gentleman Only by Givenchy, not Guerlain. This might be one of the originals because I haven't smelled the original. And then I will go to the Guerlains, though. Perhaps another class. Let's see. If I had to think of a Guerlain or an Hermes. Okay, one possibility would be... it's almost herbaceous as well. It's almost this is a fascinating fragrance because I'm picking up smoke, I'm picking up woods, I'm picking up a little bit of sweetness and almost. And I don't think the wood is oud. Perhaps birch. And I would say that there is a little bit of there's an herbaceous quality to this that is certainly toned down. Perhaps lavender. So 80s. So this is kind of like barbershop with some wood in it. Certainly classic. Certainly gentlemanly. What is it? So it would be Givenchy Gentleman, Guerlain Homme. Another one would be the Luna Rosa series might be possible for Prada because I have not tried a couple of those and this smells in a similar vein to it. As far as the actual fragrance, though, I can tell you that I have smelled something similar, but I do not think that I know I haven't reviewed it and I have not smelled this specifically before, or if I have, it's been quite a long time. This is fun. So I am going to wave the white flag when it comes to actually getting the one. Let me see if it's one of the ones I mentioned. You guys probably want to give me a final response, though, don't you? I feel like it's going to be a classic one. I don't think it's Dior. I feel like it's more of a along the lines of the companies that tend to kind of blur between designer and niche, like a Guerlain or an Hermes. All right, let's check it out. It is none other than. It was a Guerlain. Aha! It was a Guerlain. Howdy, Mr. Ben. Look at that. Okay, This is called L'Homme Idéal L'Intense by Guerlain. Aha. Oh, actually, I don't even need to do the bonus feature because Danielson came through with the notes. Thank you, sir. So the notes are top, almond, chili pepper, and cardamom. The heart is leather, Bulgarian rose, and labdanum. And the base is smoke, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. So I'm happy to say that I feel like I was close on the house. I have never smelled this one before. L'Homme Idéal L'Intense by Guerlain. So as you can see, I was closer with the base notes, wasn't I? Smoke, tonka bean, the sandalwood. I thought it was more lavender, but I think it was the vanilla I think I've said this before. Sometimes the vanilla mixed with cardamom seems to kind of come off as a lavender, perhaps. Maybe, is that what I'm picking up? Maybe it's the rose. And you guys know labdanum is the note that's used to smell like amber, if I'm not mistaken. So the almond, I didn't, and the chili pepper, I did not pick up so much. And the leather, I guess I felt was more of a wood. So interesting to note then. I will include as a bonus feature. Let me check on Fragrantica to see if this one has any wood in it at all. It says leather. This is fantastic, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I feel like I guessed the house. I knew it was going to be something. Again, this is definitely niche quality, and some people feel like Guerlain and Hermes are certainly in the niche, and some of them see as a high-end designer. Hermes, of course, has a lot of leather. They don't just do fragrances. Guerlain has other products as well. I guess I personally, quality-wise, I would put them in the niche category. In fact, really the reason, I guess, why people don't put them niche is just because, number one, they don't sell their bottles at outlandish prices, and then number two, they have other products. You guys can let me know another comment you could leave in the comment box as whether or not you feel like this, meaning Guerlain or Hermes, are designer or niche fragrances. So this is, again, L'Homme Idéal L'Intense by Guerlain. I'm happy because if it had been one that I had smelled before and I didn't guess it, I would have, felt bad. We would have broken out the inner Eeyores. We do not need to break inner Eeyore out because I'm going to give myself points for the house. And I don't feel bad at all because I have never smelled this one before. I did feel like this one had more wood in it though than it does, so it must be perhaps the leather and the tonka bean. I'm not sure on that one, and I will double check that, by the way, on Fragrantica and or the Guerlain site. This has been a lot of fun, actually. I really had a great time. So, question mark, no more, my friends. And kudos to him for even leaving the notes and everything. And I love how it's even marked Cologne info, right? This is amazing. This is a lot of fun. Daniel-san, thank you so much for doing this. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I did every single day when I put the mail in my mailbox. I have a little basket, and I would see that package, and I kept thinking to myself, I wonder what it's going to be. Before I go, though, of course, let me give my first impressions rating. Of this fragrance, because it will be my scent of the day, and I'm going to do a whopping 5 out of 5 for this. Of course, I'm not going to put that in my, it's not an actual rating, this is just my first impressions rating. I really like this one. I've said this before, when I started out this channel, I didn't understand why people on Fragrantica and Base Notes would always say things like, this is the typical body wash, deodorant, laundry detergent kind of fragrance, and they kind of seem like frag snobs, but after smelling a lot of niche fragrances and fragrances like a Guerlain and an Hermes, I do admit that I now understand where they're coming from. So am I ready though? Am I mentally prepared to dethrone Acqua di Gio from my best fragrance of all time list? No, I'm not. So here we go. I'm going to do 5 out of 5, but this is an unofficial one. I'm not going to put it in the description box. This is 5 out of 5 sprays for my first impressions of this fragrance. Really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much again, Daniel. rocking this juice. 3, 4, and let's go one more on one wrist because I've got my watch already on. So, and just for Al from Street Sense, I will not rub this in. Man, this has been so much fun. I've really had a blast. Always remember, folks, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. All right, so welcome to the bonus feature. As I mentioned, almost every episode at the end, I have the last 2 to 3 minutes in which I talk a little bit more about something off topic, perhaps. In this particular case, though, because it was a mystery episode, I wasn't able to talk so much about the fragrance because it was a mystery, but now that I know what it is, I went to Guerlain and Fragrantica, and I have a few things to read for you now. This is what Guerlain's website has to say. This new interpretation of L'Homme Idéal is the perfect embodiment of strength. At the top, the warm spiciness of hot pepper sets lively, bewitching tonka bean ablaze. While at the base, smoky notes mingle with legendary vanilla tincture. New word for me. Tincture, Tincture, to give an unmistakable signature to this utterly intriguing fragrance. Fragrantica goes on to say, here we go. L'Homme Idéal L'Entense by Guerlain is an amber woody fragrance for men. Aha! There's got to be another wood in there besides sandalwood, though. I know sandalwood is a woody. I'm just saying that there's got to be another wood note in there somewhere besides sandalwood. Either way, it is an amber woody, so it's smoky, woody, and sweet. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go. Should I? All right. Should I do it? Yeah. All right. L'Homme Idéal L'Entense was launched in 2018. The nose behind this fragrance is Thierry Vassa. Looks like Thierry Wasser. Thierry Vassa. Top notes are almond, chili pepper, and cardamom. Middle notes are leather, Bulgarian rose, and labdanum. Base notes are smoke, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. Then they go on to say, Guerlain launches L'Homme Idéal L'Entense in spring of 2018 as a new flanker in the masculine line that includes the original L'Homme Idéal from 2014. L'Homme Idéal Cologne from 2015, L'Homme Idéal Eau de Parfum from 2016, and L'Homme Idéal Sport from 2017. The ideal man is a myth. But thanks to Guerlain, his fragrance is a reality with the new L'Homme Idéal Intense. The scent is announced as a masculine, luxurious, and elegant with oriental, woody, and spicy composition. Intensity is the high point of this new interpretation according to the brand. It contains notes of fiery spices like chili and cardamom at its opening, followed by the heart of leather and Bulgarian rose based on smoked woody notes. It is available in a bottle covered in a matte black lacquer and yellow details as a 50 and 100 milliliter Eau de Parfum. This has been an absolute blast. Have a great week. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate it.